Life is filled with obstacles. I can attest to that. I've lived and I've learned, I've loved and I've lost. You name it, I have done it. But it's really how we respond and how we perceive these obstacles that will make a world of a difference, especially for us women. Sometimes these roadblocks that we face can feel insurmountable, can create doubt, can create anxiety, pushing us further away from our passions. But what if I told you that these obstacles could refuel our ambitions and our passions? Let's think about that. These roadblocks that we face could be the reason to help us to fuel our passions. Yes. Hi, if this is the first time you're coming across my content, I am your host, Shireen Marie, a certified life and success coach, here to help you guide you back into alignment to your most authentic self. So we are talking about how do we navigate obstacles that come about in life, because they're going to come up. There's no way to get around them. You see, reframing these obstacles is not just merely about optimism. It is about transforming, becoming so transformative and stepping outside of our comfort zone to chase our goals. So how do you do that? How do you do that is the magic question. Now, there are a few things that I'm going to talk about during this podcast, just to help you, guide you back into getting back on track and using these obstacles to fuel your fire. So the first one is, how do you view these obstacles? Do you view them as a growth opportunity or lessons? It's all about mindset. Again, guys, everything is about mindset and mindset shift and mindset changes. How do you view these obstacles? Do you see them as a life lesson? Do you see them as an opportunity to learn? What I can tell you is that if you're placed in certain situation, if the universe, if God have placed you in certain situations and you haven't learned the lessons, you will continue to repeat the same cycles. You will continue to repeat the same errors over and over and over and over again until you've learned the lessons. So the most important thing is, once you have come across obstacles in your life, you need to take a step back to think about, how do you perceive the obstacles? What can you learn, or what have you learned from the obstacles? Become reflective and think about that. So the first one is, how do you perceive these obstacles? So the second observation, once you have discovered obstacle, is to adopt a problem-solving mindset. Problem-solving mindset. Again, you can see that with life and all the lessons that we're learning is changing your mindset, adopting a problem-solving mindset, one in which you are able to solve the issue, figure out what the problem is and solve the issue. We have the resources, we can solve our own issues. Sometimes we just get stuck. We need to take things one step at a time, one step at a time. And in my coaching practice, one of the exercises that I have my clients go through, it's called how do you eat an elephant, right? It's bit by bit by bit. The third thing we can do is find the silver lining. Find the silver lining. So for every situation or for every obstacles that you face, you have to be able to, there is something that we can find. There is a hidden benefit somewhere within the obstacle that we can draw upon to you. Where there are opportunities, where there are missed opportunities, For instance, if you're having a financial issue, maybe we need to think about how can we develop some of our passions and turning them into skills where we can actually monetize them to help with the financial situation that we have encountered as an obstacle. So that's just a simple how to find the silver lining in the fourth one is how can we use these obstacles to build confidence? How can you use these obstacles to build confidence? For me, when I encounter obstacles, or even when somebody tells me that I can't do something, boy, I push and I push and I push, because I know I have to prove to myself that I am capable of doing the thing that someone perceives that I'm incapable of doing. And I will make every effort, I will make every attempt to do it. I will give myself 1,000 second chances to do a thing, to learn a skill, to become comfortable, until I get it down pat. So again, it's the fifth one is thinking about how can you reframe those failure and use it as feedback. So again, I think this talks to something that we spoke to earlier on is what can you learn? What have you learned from this failure? And guys, remember that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a journey. You think about all these great entrepreneurs, these great creators that have failed over and over again, but they never gave up. They keep trying, they get up and try until they have succeeded at the craft that they're trying to create. So think about the journey. It's all a part of the journey. Once you look back and you're able to reflect and learn the lessons, you will see that failure is not the opposite of. And lastly is focus on your why. Very important, guys. Super important. Understanding your why. Why did you do the thing? Why did you encounter on the endeavor that you did? Understanding your why is one of the most important things that is going to help to keep your fuel going. Because if you don't have a why, then what else is there to keep you going? What else would be there? Nothing. So you have to understand your why, know your why, and remember that when the tough gets going, the going gets tough. I believe that's a Billy Ocean song. But yeah, think about your why. Hunker on, anchor down on your why, and keep pressing forward through these obstacles as you navigate the challenge. So next time you encounter a roadblock, remember, it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. It's really an opportunity to help you keep going forward and pressing forward towards your achievements. Again, guys, thank you so much for listening to my content. Please share and subscribe to the channel as I build out this community. I promise to bring more content as often as I could. And until next time, guys, keep pressing forward. I believe in you. Let's do the dang thing. Bye.